Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Quran quiz. Inshallah, we've got loads of people joining already. Wow, 17 people. Alhamdulillah. I've been frantically looking for my earphones. I was using them earlier and I can't find them. So there's always a hiccup. Alhamdulillah. Hopefully that's the only hiccup we've got today. I'm gonna stop the sharing for a second. Inshallah, good to see everyone here again. My name is Talha, for those of you who not met before. Inshallah, you know the instructions of what to do. You're going to see a website and you're going to see a code. So you've got to type in that website and type in the code. It's pretty straightforward. Let's go to the screen, inshallah. So you'll see the number of the website here, or rather the name of the website, which is www.kahoots.it. And then you will see the game pin right at the bottom there. That's 6676628. So we're just going to check that everything's okay to go live. Make sure if you've joined early, make sure you share this with family, with friends. Make sure they're all taking part in this, inshallah, so that we can kind of do this with as many people as possible. So we've got Ibrahim here, alhamdulillah, and Yahya. Are you one team? Ibrahim and Yahya, mashallah. Maryam Jazim is with us. Assalamu alaikum, Maryam, mashallah. She's always here with us, mashallah. Zain Hulk. Is that the actual Hulk? Is that like a new form of the Hulk? I know you've got, what's it called? You've got the green Hulk. Apparently the Hulk used to be blue. I bet you didn't know that one. Alhamdulillah. You've got Toby Zaidi, mashallah. Is that the Toby, the one I hear so much about from the Greninja, mashallah. The Ansaris are back with us, mashallah. Sam is with us again today, mashallah. Is Sam my father? Like, just name yourself Baba. Aisha Chowdhury, mashallah. Assalamualaikum. How are you? Alhamdulillah, mashallah. Hidayati, mashallah. Rida Mujahid. Assalamu alaikum, mashallah. So, we've also got Spider-Man. Spider-Man is back in the house. King Umar Dude with a dude emoji. Mashallah. Assalamu alaikum, Umar. Is that the Umar Al-Khudr, the famous Umar Al-Khudr that everyone knows? Abdullah and Shan. Mashallah. Abdullah. Nice. New people, I think, today. The Untouchables is here. Zizi. Zizou is the famous footballer. I don't know who Zizi is, though, but I guess it's you. Assalamualaikum. Good to see you, Ishan. Mashallah. We've got, who else? The Hilbawi kids. Good to see them again. They got a smiling face today. Alhamdulillah. So make sure you type in this website, you share this. Go and share it with one other person that we've got, inshallah, so that we can get more people taking part and having fun. Inshallah. We've got Yahya. Assalamu alaikum, Yahya. Is that? I'm trying to think who's Yahya. Mashallah. We got Bati's just joined. Assalamu alaikum. I can never say that properly, but I hope that didn't butcher that completely. Mashallah. Who else? Quran Club fan. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, Mr. Quran Club fan. You've got the background here of the Quran Club challenge, although his face is covered up with his eyes. You can sign up with your kind of family and friends. We're going to be going through that and again, inshallah, shortly. So the quarantine or the crafts and quarry team back in the chat. Moti Chaudhry, mashallah, good to see. Abdullah and Shanza here. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you enjoyed it last week. Who was it last week that kind of literally jumped out of nowhere to come into third place right in the final round? They actually messaged me, mashallah. We've got Maruch and Uthman from Belgium. I didn't know you're from Belgium. Mashallah. Nice to see. We've got friends from Belgium here. We've got Hidayah. We've got Ibrahim and Yahya. Let's see who else is here, mashallah. So quite a few of you already here. For those of you who have joined us, drop us a message on the YouTube chat if you can. Share it with family and friends. Let's get as many people on this as possible. Let me test if Bill is with us today. So,
how's everyone doing? I'm trying to see if this voice thing's working. I can't have earphones, so I don't know. But inshallah, alhamdulillah. So we're ready to start.
I'm gonna see. Yes, it works because I didn't do something because I didn't have the right plugs, unfortunately. So we're gonna get ready to start, inshallah, in just one more minute. Before we start, well, so we say for everyone, type in the link, type in the number code, inshallah. But we're gonna go. 3, 2, 1. See, I didn't do the countdown this time. I usually always do the countdown, but I remembered there's one after. Alhamdulillah. So those of you who've not been with us before, This is a quiz provided to you by the Quran Club. Now, where have you been if you have not heard of the Quran Club? It's the most amazing app. Reading Quran together around the world, you're getting so much reward, you're connecting with the community. We're actually rebuilding the whole app. It's going to be amazing from top to bottom. We're including lots of new features, lots of cool new things. So share that with people, with your family and your friends so that they can hear about that, inshallah. Of course, we've got the Quran Club challenge. Now, before I let that play,
Quran Club challenge this Ramadan. Please!
Quran Club challenge? What's that?
It's this cool new feature in the Quran Club app. I have to read Quran every single day, and you give me a reward for every day I do it.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing. Let's have a look.
Once I've read enough days, I can buy a cool gift from their shop for Eid. You can even track my progress from your app to see how much I've read. Mom, please can you sign us up?
I will sign you up today.
Yay! Yes! Yes!
Sign your kids up to the Quran Club Challenge today and nurture them to love reading Quran.
alhamdulillah. So that Quran Club challenge is not just for Ramadan. We mentioned it in the video, but you can do it all year round. Okay, you can go and read Quran all year round. It's not like we stop. It's like Ramadan's over, right? Quran away, put that away. No, you should be carrying on. I know Yusuf Greninja out there is reading. MashaAllah, he's the top user. And we've got lots of other people reading, mashallah. But it's a really fun way to make your kids love the Quran. We also want to thank our sponsors at Class Tutor Online. They've been offering amazing quality tuition at just £8 an hour. So you can do maths, English, science, economics. They've just opened year 7, 8, and 9 classes as well. And they're doing A-level classes for science and chemistry. So those of you who are interested, make sure you sign up so that you can find out more about it, inshallah, and that you can do that amazing lessons. So thank you to Class Tutor Online for sponsoring that. And just a quick reminder, we do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So if you're not here, where are you? There's nowhere else to be at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday except for watching this quiz. But I'm ready to get started, I think. I think all of you are ready to get started. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. So just before I start, I'm going to remind you all there is a 10-second delay. Okay? That means you've got to answer the question before it gets to 10 on the timer. Okay? Or else you'll be too late. But don't answer it too early. Only press the button when you see the question. Everyone is facing the same delay, so don't worry. We're all facing that same problem. So just make sure you click it as soon as possible. Right, so we're going to do Juz' 21 today. How well do you know Juz' 21? It's an open-ended question. How many surahs, full or part, are there in this Juz'? Type in your answers on the screen as you see them. So, how many surahs, full or part, are there in this Juz'? Type it in, write it. Inshallah, you can join that in as well. So we've got lots of people going on the chat. Let us know how you're getting on.
Hey, this is Bill. I just wanted to say hello to everybody and make sure that you enjoy the quiz and you have fun. So, how many surahs, full or part, are there in this Juz'?
Thanks, Bill. It's good to see Bill's back with us today. Bill collects the bills from people. For those of you who don't know, a couple of people have had him on the other side of their thing. So let's see. How many surahs, full or part, are there in this Juz'? Alhamdulillah. So let us know, is the microphone working? Because I don't have my earphones, sadly. Alhamdulillah. 35 people have answered. It is, of course, 5 surahs, and 31 of you got that correct. That's amazing. Well done. Now, this is going to be interesting to see where the leaderboard starts. Quran Club fan is number 1. He's number 1. MashaAllah. You better not let me down. I'm rooting for you, inshallah. Yahya is number 2. Sayla Bella, that's a new person. I've not seen the Sayla Bella before. Number 3. Rida Mujahid from Belgium, all the way number 4, and the Untouchables number 5. Oof, we're very close right there. Quran Club fan, I'm so proud of you. Question 2, which surah is the shortest surah in this chapter? Now, this is by number of ayahs. Is it Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Sajda? Now, someone's answering already. Now, that means they are not doing it right. Okay, you need to click it when you see the question. Now, if your Kahoot is not working, don't know what to tell you, unfortunately. But make sure you refresh your phone. Hopefully, do it in between the rounds so that you can get a fresh subscription or something. But try and do it as quickly as possible. The code is always at the bottom of the screen here, 6676628. Now, Fat Tony wants to say something.
Hey everybody, good to see you all again. Hope you're enjoying this, inshallah. This question here, which surah is the shortest surah in the chapter? Is it Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Sajda?
Thank you, Fat Tony. Hope you're enjoying those contributions from Tony and Bill, or Fat Tony rather. Why is it called Fat Tony? I don't know. They say some say. We've got some stories we'll tell you about Fat Tony. But the answer to this question, which surah is the shortest surah in the Quran, in the chapter, is of course Surah Sajda. 29 people got that right. Incredible effort. Quran Club fan is still in number 1 position. I'm so proud of you. But Hidayah T has climbed up 12 places. Hidayah, well done. That's incredible. MashaAllah. Let's carry on. Which surah begins with a prophecy? Is it Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Al-Ankabut? Some people are answering already. That's too early. You don't want to answer before the question comes up. You've got to wait till you see the question. Which surah begins with a prophecy? Is it Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Al-Ankabut? So type in your answer as you see the question. Make sure you press this as quickly as possible. Let me know on the chat if you have this as soon as possible, inshallah. Is it Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Al-Ankabut? Inshallah. Stranger danger, Crafting Quantity says. What's the stranger danger? I don't know. You see some of our heavy contributors on the chat are missing today. It feels a bit quiet. But mashallah, Nur Nabi Mujahid is with us again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. You're from the Netherlands. Oh, wow. This really has spread far, the quiz. Mashallah. We want to get this as far and wide as possible and get as many people partaking. Is it, of course, Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Al-Ankabut? It is, of course, Ar-Rum. Allah says, Alif, Lam, Mim. غلبت الروم في أدنى الأرض وهم من بعد غلبهم سيغلبون. Which, I won't say too much, but the next question, after how many years did it state the Romans would win again? So it talks about the prophecies about the Romans winning after having lost. If they win after 3 to 9, or is it not mentioned? So after how many years did it state the Romans will win again? Is it 3 to 9, or not mentioned? Now, this is, of course, a famous ayah. There's a famous story behind this. The Prophet ﷺ, when he received this verse, he told Sayyidina Abu Bakr anhu, and Sayyidina Abu Bakr went and he had a bet. While betting wasn't haram at this time, he was told that he could place this because he had certainty. Quran is certain. And he said, they placed the bet as to when they would win. And I didn't say, we almost slipped there, almost gave you the answer. But he placed the bet, and of course he won. But by the time he won, betting had been made haram. So he didn't actually take the money. So of course the answer is 3 to 9. It says, Bi bid'i sinin. Bid'i means between 3 and 9. That's the reference between this ayah. Excellent, very good. So it's not mentioned as a number, but it's mentioned as a reference. MashaAllah. Quran Club fan, still a number 1. But closely followed behind by Yahya, and that is by, I make it 23. Imran with a wink is back with us. Assalamu alaikum, Imran with a wink. 14 players just hit a streak of 4. Let's see how many of you can get all of these right. That's impressive. Next question. Which surah contains the lengthy wisdom of a father to his son? Is it Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Al-Ankabut? Which surah contains a lengthy wisdom of a father to his son? Is it Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Al-Ankabut?
Now, my father used to give me lots of advice. He used to say, Bill, when you need to go to the shops, you go to the shops and you ask for the bill. Yeah, you make sure you carry the bills and you take the bills and you carry them.
But Bill, that's not very wise. I don't really get it. Like, why would you need to go and ask for the bill? You go and ask for the things, don't you?
Well, that's what my father said. That's what I need to get, inshallah.
Fair enough. Can't really argue with that. So, which surah contains the lengthy wisdom of a father to his son? Is it Ar-Rum, Al-Ahzab, Luqman, or Al-Ankabut? Alhamdulillah. So, I hope you're all enjoying this quiz. Hope you are guys having fun and enjoying this. What's this? Sad times. It is, of course, Surah Luqman. Amazing. So many of you getting that right. Now, Luqman is, of course, a name, kind of giveaway, but that's why I didn't mention it in the question. Oof, pulling away slightly, Quran Club fan. I can't say I'm biased today. My wife's not even here, so there's no one in this flat to hear the questions early. So this person is doing amazing. Well done to all of you, in fact, for doing amazing, because 14 people have got 5 answers correct in a row. Shanza's having trouble. Shanza, don't leave us. No, just refresh or go to a better computer or something to get yourself working. Rejoin. You can always join again, even if you just contribute to the later ones. Next question. But multi-select here for double points. Which surah begins with Alif Lam Mim? Is it Al-Ankabut, Luqman, Ar-Rum, or Sajda? It's a multi-select. You have to select multiple ones that you can say. Is it Al-Ankabut, Al-Luqman, Ar-Rum, or Sajda?
Now, you've got to make sure that you listen carefully to the ayah, because this ayah here is beginning with Alif Lam Mim, okay? You've got to make sure that you're listening carefully. It doesn't say Alam, it says Alif Lam Mim.
Thanks for that contribution, Fat Tony. So, is it Al-Ankabut, Luqman, Ar-Rum, or Sajda? You got to press all the correct ones and press next. Now, I forgot to mention this bit, but you can have the Quran in front of you. You can have it there. You can read from it. You can find your answer. This is not one of those types of quizzes. This is a quiz where you can actually find the answer. It's about getting the right answer. Of course, the faster you get it, the more points. You don't want to get it fast and wrong. It is, of course, all of them have Alif Lam Mim. There's only one that doesn't. And for bonus points, and I'm not going to mention it here, which one is it? Think about it. Okay, so out of the 5 surahs, 4 of them have Alif Lam Mim, which I thought was really interesting. Subhanallah. Oh, lots of change here. Rida Mujahid jumped into 2nd place. Marukh Osman into 3rd place. Yahya and Sayla Bella is in 5th place. And Quran Club fan is still in 1st place. If Quran Club fan wins it, I'll take my hat off. You'll finally see what's underneath this hat. Got a little ferret or something underneath. No, I'm joking. Right. Next question is a puzzle. You've got to put these surahs in order for a double point. Place them in the order they appear from the Quran, from the beginning to the end. So place these surahs in order from beginning to end. As-Sajda, Al-Ahzab, Ar-Rum, or Al-Ankabut.
Now, whenever I get to have to put something in order, they send me around to collect the bills, yeah? Because my name's Bill, and I collect the bills.
Okay, thank you, Bill. It's a bit strange, but we're talking about order in the Quran of the surahs, not the kind of other order you're enforcing. Don't know. But is it As-Sajda, Al-Ahzab, Ar-Rum, or Al-Ankabut? The order. Where do you put them? So you got to click the buttons, or drag and drop, I think it is, into the place that it fits, and then press confirm. Inshallah. Hope you guys are all well. Good to see people coming back as regulars. We're getting similar sorts of numbers, alhamdulillah. We want to try and boost this as much as possible, get the word out there as much as possible, and see who can join in our quiz, because it's really fun, isn't it? And you're getting reward for it as well, because it's all about the Quran. So many of you getting this right. 85% is impressive. I am so proud of you all, mashallah. Really doing us well. So, Yahya has jumped into 3rd place. King Omar, dude, is back in with an answer streak of 3. Cool, dude. Alhamdulillah. Quran Club fan is still at top. No bias here. So, that's the end of the 1st round. How well do you know Juz 21? Now, you can see similar questions get asked each week so that you can get familiar with it. You can prepare. I've been told people are preparing before they come on the quiz to make sure that they can get the right answers and get it right every time. Alhamdulillah. Give me a shout. Who's out there? Let me say salams to as many people. I love saying salams to people, giving shout outs. Good to see Omar is with us. Who else? Yunus is with us. Who else? But this next switch, which surah is this ayah in? This is the next round here. So find the ayah. هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه بل الظالمون في ضلال مبين. Is it Ar-Rum, As-Sajda, Luqman, or Al-Ahzab? Now you got the verse number here, verse 11. You can go and look for the ayah and try and find this verse. So is it Ar-Rum, As-Sajda, Al-Ahzab, or Luqman? هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه بل الظالمون في ضلال مبين. Alhamdulillah. So, I hope you guys are enjoying that. I love reading the ayahs. I don't know if the echo is working today, but type in your answer as quickly as possible. The time is almost up. Alhamdulillah. It is, of course, Surah Luqman. Now, the tip for that, I forgot to introduce the round. I got so distracted. But the tip for that, you know the verse number. You can jump to the surahs and see which one it's in. Quran Club fans still at number 1. The changes in the top 5 aren't as rigorous as they were last week, but anything can happen, as we saw last week. Anything can change. So don't get complacent, because at any point, places can change. Which surah is this ayah in? يستعجلونك بالعذاب وإن جهنم لمحيطة بالكافرين. Ar-Rum is this ayah in Surah Ar-Rum, As-Sajda, Al-Ankabut, Al-Ahzab. Now you got the verse number here, 54. You can go to verse number 54 in each of those surahs and see which one it is to make it easier for you. So, يستعجلونك بالعذاب وإن جهنم لمحيطة بالكافرين. Alhamdulillah, the echo is working. I'm glad. I thought I had to plug in my earphones so it's work. So, Alhamdulillah, look at the ayah, try and find it. This is getting you reading the Quran. Your parents couldn't get you reading the Quran. I've got you reading the Quran. Alhamdulillah. It's a blessing, right? So, answers coming in. Good to see people taking their time to make sure they get the answer right. That's the most important thing. But remember to answer before the time is up. Now, people saying the video is frozen. It seems working on my phone. So maybe you can refresh your YouTube browser. I'll slow it down a bit just to make sure everyone can catch up. People are struggling. Make sure, inshallah, that's just to refresh your screen. Make sure it's all okay. Make sure you're on the nearest time that you can do. Bati is entered into the top 5. Sayla Bella is in 4th place. Yahya in 3rd. Rida Mujahid in 2nd. And it's still Quran Club fan in number 1. Because he's a fan of the Quran Club. What can you do? You can't, there's nothing wrong with that. Now I'm going to give a few seconds just for people to refresh if they need to. Give you some time just to catch up. And I'll give you a moment just to say, inshallah, these verses and these ayahs really getting you reading the Quran. Alhamdulillah, it's a big blessing that I can, and we have managed to get you reading the Quran. That's the virtue of this quiz. It's not from me. Astaghfirullah, I didn't do anything. This is the ability of the Quran to make it fun and engaging if you ought to take part. Alhamdulillah. So make sure you share it with friends and we can grow it from there. Right, let's carry on. In Surah As-Sajda, which verse number is this? Now go to Surah As-Sajda and try and find this verse. فذوقوا بما نسيتم لقاء يومكم هذا إنا نسيناكم وذوقوا عذاب الخلد بما كنتم تعملون. So go and find that ayah in this. Is it verse 7, 19, 4 or 14? Now you can go to each of those numbers on the screen, check the ayah in that surah and see which one it is. It's a kind of a quick win. That's a little tip, a secret for you. But type in and try, see if you can find it as quickly as possible, because time is of the essence to make sure it's all correct, inshallah. So, فَذُوقُوا بِمَا نَسِيتُمْ لِقَاءَ يَوْمِكُمْ هَذَا إِنَّا نَسِينَاكُمْ فَذُوقُوا عَذَابَ الْخُلْدِ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. Alhamdulillah. So, it is, of course, 14 in this verse number. So, alhamdulillah. Not much changes, but Nusayba is back with an answer streak of 3. She got 3 in a row. Well done, Nusayba. I didn't know you were with us today. MashaAllah. Good to see Nusayba. Almost finished in the top 5 last week. MashaAllah. Hopefully you can get in. In Surah Ar-Rum, Which verse number is this? الله الذي خلقكم ثم رزقكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم هل من شركائكم من يفعل من ذلكم من شيء سبحانه وتعالى عما يشركون. Is that verse 35, 40, 45 or 30?
Well, Talha, you know what? I'm not sure, you know. This verse is quite tough for me. I don't think I can find it.
But Bill, I told you what to do. You just need to go and look at these verse numbers. It says 35, 40, 45, and 30. You go to Surah Al-Rum and see which one it is.
Yeah, but it's too hard. I only go and collect the bills. I can't do any of this. It's way too hard for me. It's so hard. I'm not as smart as these kids.
Well, that's probably true, but I can't really do that. So, Bill, I'm sorry, but these kids are going to get it out. Because look, 14 people got this right. It's verse 40. Alhamdulillah. Look at that. They're so smart. MashaAllah. No, Quran Club fan has dropped. I mean, Quran Club fan has dropped into third place. Rida Mujahid into first. And Yahya into second. I told you can change at any point. Maliha in fourth place. Make sure you do this correct with the Quran in front of you, getting you reading the Quran. Lots of changes now. Wow, it's tight. It can change at any point. I'm not biased, but Quran Club fan. Make sure you concentrate for this next one. We can't make you lose. Alhamdulillah. Open-ended. So, double points. In Surah Luqman, type in the verse number of this verse. ألم تر أن الله يولج الليل في النهار ويولج النهار في الليل وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري إلى أجل مسمى وأن الله بما تعملون خبير.
You know, Talha, this is not fair. I mean, now you've just given a verse, and I don't know what ayah it is. It's too hard. I can't do this. It's way too hard.
I know, but you've got to make some rounds harder. We've given you more time. Like it's 90 seconds. Fat Tony, you're always complaining. You know, you've got to stop complaining and make sure you just spend time reading the Quran, getting it right.
Okay, fair enough, Talha. That's my fault. But, you know, you said which surah. I don't see which surah it is.
Look, Fat Tony, you've got to pay attention. It says Surah Luqman right at the top there, right? You've got to pay attention. It's right here, right here. Look. Oh, look, people have already typed it in. It says verse 29 and 22 people got that right. That's amazing. See, Fat Tony, I don't know what you're complaining about.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just not as smart as these people. My job is just to...
It's just the what? What? Oh, I don't know. He's gone. Fat Tony was not happy with that, I'm afraid. Oof, Maliha is on fire with an answer streak of 12. She's got 12 right in a row. That's impressive. MashaAllah. The only one, I think, to do so on this. Right. So just a quick word to thank our sponsors, Class Tutor Online, who are supporting this quiz. You can get premium tuition, the best tuition available. They interview all their tutors. They only select the best. And it only costs you £8 an hour. Every person who's signed up has chosen to continue. The first lesson is completely for free. So you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to do anything except turn up. And if you like it, you can choose to pay from then on. They do maths, English, science, and economics from year 7s all the way up to year 13. So GCSE, A-Level, and Key Stage 3. We also have the Quran Club Challenge, which I want to mention again, because this is a beautiful way to get your kids to read Quran. It's really encouraging them to love the Quran because they're reading it daily and they're earning money by doing so. And in return, they are, of course, learning to read the Quran every day and building that habit. Alhamdulillah. Now, we've reintroduced this section because it was popular last week. Lots of you enjoyed it. This is a new type of round. It's called the reward count. So if every letter rather earns you 10 times the reward, can you work out how much these ayahs earn you? Now you've got to count the letters. The mini alifs count as a letter, but shaddas count as 1, not 2. Okay? And what you've got to do is you've got to count every letter and then multiply it by 10. You put a 0 at the end. Okay? That's what you do when you multiply by 10. This is good fun because you have to kind of sit there counting the letters and work out the reward. Now, of course, this is the minimum reward. Allah can give much more, but this is the very least you get, inshallah. So, next question. What is the minimum reward you earn for reading this ayah? Alif Lam Mim. Is it 3, 30, 300, or 3,000? So let's see who is paying attention. Which one is it? Is it 3, 30, 300, or 3,000? Type in your answer as quickly as possible, inshallah.
I know what it is. You count the letters, and there's 5 letters, and then you multiply it by 10.
Bill, I think you need to learn to count. I don't know what you did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, what? I ignore Fat Tony and Bill there. They can't count, but you guys can, because so many of you got that right. It is, of course, 30. Alhamdulillah, 28 of you got that right. So you got the point, you got the gist, and you know how this works, inshallah. Not much change going on, but Yunus Greninja is the highest climber. He's gone up 3 places, mashallah. Well done, Yunus Greninja. What is the minimum reward you earn for reading this ayah? لله ما في السماوات والأرض إن الله هو الغني الحميد. So you got to be counting, quick, going through it, figuring out what the ayah number is and how many words and letters rather there are in this ayah, and then multiply it by 10. So is it 250, 300, 350, or 400?
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Wait, what? Fat Tony, what are you doing? Why are you still counting from the last round? This round's finished already.
I know this one. It's the answer's 6 million.
Bill, I think we need to take you back to primary school. I think your counting is not your stronghold here. It can't be 6 million. Maybe Allah will give you 6 million reward, but that's not what we're asking here. We're asking for the minimum reward, okay, the least, which means you got to count every letter and make sure it's right. Look how many people got it right. Look, time's up, and we're going to see. Look, everyone got it right. It's 400, of course. That got that. That answer is 400 because there were 40 letters in that ayah. Nusayba is the highest climber, going up 3 places again as well, but not much change in the top 5. This is a tough cookie to crack here. Subhanallah. What is the minimum reward you earn for reading this ayah? وَلُوطًا إِذْ قَالَ لِقَوْمِهِ إِنَّكُمْ لَتَأْتُونَ الْفَاحِشَةَ مَا سَبَقَكُمْ بِهَا مِنْ أَحَدٍ مِنَ الْعَالَمِينَ. So, is it 530, 550, 570, or 600? This is a tough question because it really requires you to count it in detail.
I think I know this one, Mr. Talha. I think I know it. I think it's going to be minus 72.
How can it be a minus number? You can't lose reward for reading a Quran. Bill, like, honestly, the problem I think is bigger than what we thought. It can't. It's minus 72. I mean, come on, that's just ridiculous.
67, 68, 69, 70, 70.
What is going on? Everyone's getting this wrong. Okay, it's of course 570 for this one. Alhamdulillah, so many of you getting this right. 15, but a lot of you getting thrown off with this. It's a tough question, a tough cookie. Ooh, Yahya has taken over from Rida Mujahid. Maliha has been taken over by Sayla Bella. And Hilbawi kids are making a comeback with 3 in a row. That's amazing. Well done for everyone who did that. Now, the next round is going to be harder. As always, it gets gradually harder through the round. But just make sure you do the same thing and concentrate on getting it right. So many people got it wrong that round. If you just get it right, you will climb loads of places. So don't rush it. This is the typing question. Double points. Now, I've given a leeway. So what is the minimum reward you can get? I've given a leeway. Okay, so you can get 1 off either way. Actually, not for this one. It's for the next one that you get the leeway. This one's easy because it's خالدين فيها وعد الله حقا وهو العزيز الحكيم. So this one, there's no leeway. You've got to get it exactly right. You've got to count all the letters. One person's already answered. But remember, so many people got this wrong. Make sure you take your time and answer this carefully and correctly. 5 answers coming in, I can see.
Mr. Talha, if I don't want to get this wrong again, so can you help me out a bit, please?
Okay, look, Bill, and I'm feeling sorry for you, okay? You got to count every letter, and then for every letter that's there, you multiply it by 10, which means you put a 0 at the end. That's what we do in maths when you multiply by 10, okay? So you count the letters, including these mini alifs. These little things here, Bill, we're counting them as well, okay? But these shaddas, these W's don't count as 2, even though it is 2 letters technically, okay? Now, 31 people have answered. Let's see how many got it right. 6 people got that right. So there were a lot of booby traps in that one. There were a lot of little mini alifs and so on. A bit challenging to make sure you all got that correct. Quran Club fan has risen from the ashes. He's in 2nd place. He's catching up gradually with Yahya. It's a tough competition here, folks. We're going to see how you all get on next. Open-ended. This one has a leeway because this one's a long A. I'm going to warn you. And it's got more time, so 90 seconds. Find the minimum. So I'm going to give a 1 letter either way will be allowed, okay? So, ولا تجادلوا أهل الكتاب إلا بالتي هي أحسن إلا الذين ظلموا منهم وقولوا آمنا بالذي أنزل إلينا وأنزل إليكم وإلهنا وإلهكم واحد ونحن له مسلمون. So, reading the ayah, count the letters. There's a long time for this. It's very hard, this one. It's a lot of ayahs. It's the longest one we've got. You've got to sit there and count it, inshallah. Make sure you're looking and carefully to make sure you get this right. So, going to call a lot of people off. I wanted to see and give people opportunity to rise up from the ashes into top place and see how it goes. But we've got Rida Mujahid holding up a team. It's tough. A tough court at the top. Yahya, I think, as well, right at the top. 6 answers have already come in. That's quite fast. It's quite fast. But is it correct is the question.
Mr. Talha, I think I got this one. I think I know how to do it. Can I tell them the answer after?
Of course, you can tell them the answer, Bill. I think you've done us proud. You've learned how to count. Let's make sure you got it right. Okay? So, Bill, what is the answer, please?
Let me just check. I think the answer is 1,160.
Wait, you just read the answer off the screen. That's not counting. That's cheating. And of course, lots of people got that wrong, unfortunately. But we gave some leeway to let people in. It was 150 letters. You had to sit there counting. If that's too hard, let me know. Say, Teacher Talha, or rather, Mr. Quizmaster, that is too hard for us. You need to make the questions easier. It's not fair. I think Bill's already been complaining. The top 3 or 4 got it right. So that's tough competition, but let's see how everyone else copes. I think that's the last one on that round. We're on to the final round of today's quiz, which is the understanding section. Now, today's understanding section is going to be on Surah. Oh, it's disappeared. There you go. It's on Surah Luqman. Surah Luqman is the surah we mentioned before, is full of wisdom that is from a father to a son. Okay, and his name is Luqman. He wasn't a prophet, and narrations say, according to Imam Suyuti, he was a black man. Okay, so he was an African person, we believe, and it shows that Allah Azza wa Jal he doesn't look at people's colors in terms of how righteous they are, and this person is mentioned in the Quran. Okay, and very few people in the Quran are mentioned by name. Okay, very, very, very few. So it says, Luqman the wise. Luqman teaches his son to reject the false gods. We gave Luqman wisdom. Be thankful to Allah. Whoever is thankful benefits himself, and whoever is unthankful harms himself. Allah is self-sufficient. Praiseworthy. We should respect our parents. We commanded every human to care for his parents. His mother carried him in pain during pregnancy and breastfed him for nearly 2 years. So be thankful to me and your parents, me being Allah Azza wa Jal in this case, and your parents. Your destination is to me, to Allah. However, if they force you to associate something with me of which you have no proof, then don't obey them. Despite this, care for them in this life, or rather, despite this, care for them in this life. Follow the path of those who turn to me. Eventually, you will return to me, and I shall inform you of what you did. Luqman teaches his son beliefs and values. My dear son, everything, even as small as a mustard seed, hidden inside a rock or in the heavens or underground, Allah will bring it out on Judgment Day. Allah is the infinitely subtle and all aware. My dear son, perform the prayer regularly, enjoin good, forbid evil, and be patient in times of hardship. These are the marks of determination. Don't look down on people or swagger about. Allah dislikes every rude boaster. Walk humbly and keep your voice down. The most disliked sound is the braying of the donkey. Appreciating Allah's gifts. Haven't you considered how Allah made everything in the heavens and the earth serve your needs and bestowed his gifts on you, visible and hidden? Yet, there are people who argue about Allah without any knowledge, guidance, or book to enlighten them. So, let's hope you are making notes and remembering that you're going to be asked some questions on this verse. So, let's carry on. I forgot to change the text here. It should be Surah Luqman, and the verses will be on Surah Luqman. So, what was the first wisdom Luqman gave to his son? To worship Allah, obey Allah, be thankful to Allah, or serve Allah. What was the first wisdom Luqman gave to his son?
When I had my son, I told him, Bill, you need to make sure you collect the bills.
But wait, Bill, you called your son Bill as well?
Yeah, I'm Bill, and he's Bill.
But wait, when your wife calls you and she goes, Bill, like who answers? It's a bit confusing, right? I don't know. Leave it like that. So maybe that's not the wisest thing. Wisdom is to have a sensible thing to say, a sensible idea, right? So what was the first wisdom Luqman gave to his son? Was it to worship Allah, obey Allah, be thankful to Allah, or serve Allah? Make sure you type in your answers as quickly as possible, inshallah, and see how it goes. Some people are saying that was a hard question, the last one. And someone is agreeing, I know, right? That last one was a hard question. 30 people answered this one. You got it right. It is, of course, to be thankful to Allah. Well done for that. Yahya is on fire. They've got 18 correct answers in a row. That is impressive. They got through all that hard round and got it right. Yahya, you got to let us know who you are. That's impressive. And then Quran Club fan is a valiant effort. Quran Club, you're still in this. I trust in you to come into first place. No offense, Yahya, but you know, I do have my allegiance. Who benefits when you thank Allah? You or Allah? Here's a quick round. Quick type in. 30 seconds for this one. Is a quick one. Who benefits? You or Allah? Quick. Rush. Make sure you type this as quickly as possible. It's only technically 20 seconds to get this right. Is it you or Allah? Who benefits when you thank Allah? That's an important question to get right. Let's see. Lots of people answering already. Very, very quick. Quick. Make sure it's right. Time's almost up. And go. Of course it is you. One person, I think, slip of the finger, pressed Allah. Allah does not benefit even if all of us were to come together to thank him and all of us were to come together to worship him. Allah doesn't benefit even the smallest amount. Imagine a grain of sand thanked you. What would a grain of sand look like? It's the tiniest thing. You don't think twice about it. And we're even smaller than that compared to the universe, let alone in terms of the throne of Allah and everything around his creation. Oh, Sailor Bella jumped into third place with a fast answer there, but not much change. Rida Mujahid back in fourth place. They're in fire. That doesn't make sense. How did you get that on fire, but technically didn't get that right? I don't know. There's a tight round there, tight fight for second place at the moment. What was the second command mentioned? What was the second command mentioned? Care for your parents, enjoin good, perform prayer, or be patient. Now, all of these were mentioned, but what was the second one mentioned? Okay, this is really important to get this one right. And inshallah, you all know the answer for this already, I'm sure.
Anyone who gets this wrong, I'm going to send my boys and I'm going to make sure they correct themselves because they can't ever get this one wrong.
I know, Fat Tony. They need to get this one right because there's a lot riding on this one. Subhanallah. Let's make sure you all get that right. Inaya is back with us. Inaya Naveed. So that's the person I was thinking of. Let's see if you can climb into second place. Random, that last round that you did it last week. That was a heroic. Goes into the legends of the Quran Club quizzes. MashaAllah. The 15 seconds left. What is the second command mentioned? Is it care for your parents, enjoin good, perform prayer, or be patient? Yeah, boy. No to my brother's channel. MashaAllah. I'm sure we should all subscribe to all of your channels, I hope. Or make sure you subscribe to the Quran Club channel if you haven't done so already. But 21 of you got that right. It is, of course, caring for your parents. If you got that wrong, your mum and dad's going to come at you with a chappal. I hope not. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm joking. But it is important we look after our parents. It's the second thing before prayer, before don't kill, before all these other things Allah told us. Make sure you listen to your mum and dad. Okay? It's worse than murder. It's worse than all these things if we disobey our mum and dad. Okay? Especially when they're telling us something good. Not much change there in the top 5. Yahya is still really pulling away. But really, all to fight for here. That's going to be a tough one. Yahya is the highest climber. 20 in a row. That's impressive. What sound is most disliked? A person boasting, enjoining good, a donkey's braying, or a child crying. What sound is most disliked? A person boasting, a donkey's braying, enjoying good, or a child crying. Now, I think a lot of people are going to get upset at me at this one. I'm warning you in advance. I'm warning you. What is the most disliked sound? So, it is, of course, a person boasting. Now, you're going to wonder, why did 27 people get that wrong and only 3 people got that right? Let's see what happens when somebody gets it right. Because Allah is giving a metaphor. A metaphor is not to say the donkey itself is a horrible sound. It's to say the person boasting is like a donkey making that, right? And of course, a human being which doesn't make that natural sound. When he's boasting, he's like, I'm the best, is the one that sounds horrible. So let's see who gets this right. Nobody in the top 5. Toby Zaidi got it right. MashaAllah, Toby, amazing. He's the highest climber. Lots of people probably struggling to get this, alhamdulillah. But good to see people taking part. Multi-select. For this one, you've got to click all the ones that are right for double points. Allah describes how he can see a mustard seed hidden in different places. Which are they? Where is that mustard seed hidden? Is it eaten by the donkey? Is it up in the heavens? Is it inside a rock? Or is it buried underground?
I can make a really good donkey sound. It's like I've practiced. It's like hee-haw, hee-haw.
Okay, Bill, that was a bit strange, but I don't know. Okay, but wherever floats your boat, as they say. So Allah describes how he can see a mustard seed hidden in different places. Which are they? Is it eaten by a donkey? Is it up in the heavens? Is it inside a rock? Or is it buried underground? Which one is it? Now, I hope you guys are all enjoying, and girls, of course, are all enjoying the quiz. Hidayah, how did you do today? Are you enjoying the quiz? Are you having fun? Let us know what you're thinking in the comment section. Time is almost up. It is, of course, up in the heavens, inside a rock. يا بني إنها إن تكن مثقال حبة من خردل فتكن في صخرة أو في السماوات أو في الأرض. If it's a habba of khardal, a mustard seed, and it's in a rock or in the heavens or buried underground, Allah knows exactly where it is. Imagine it inside a rock, like a big boulder, and there's a rock inside. You'd never know unless you opened up the rock, right? Oh, Rida Mujahid, out of nowhere, climbed into second place. They took over 3 places. Shanzan Abdullah, the highest climbers, with 6 places risen. Alhamdulillah. Now, a reminder, the Quran Club Challenge, make sure you sign up. If you have any struggles, the email's at the bottom, and we can walk you through it to get you signed up and ready, inshallah. We give 4 free coaching sessions for anyone who signs up. Inshallah, it helps you benefit and really build the habit in your child. And of course, join us every Tuesday for the quiz and make sure you're here, there, and everywhere. Well, rather, make sure you're here every single Tuesday, 7 p.m., same time every week. And finally, thank you to our sponsors at Class Tutor Online. Sign up to their amazing tuition, but it's £8 an hour. But the leaderboard, the podium, on the final round, Quran Club Fan, a valiant effort at 3rd place. Rida Mujahid in 2nd place, and really ran away with this today, except for my trick question, which they got wrong. Yahya, they got 36 out of 37. But look, everyone, this person got 36 out of 37. They got the most correct, and then 35 out of 37, and then 34 out of 37. It's really about getting the most correct answers and focusing on that. Well done to everyone who took part today. Make sure you fill in the report, give feedback to us, please. Ask your people to type in the button. I can press this. Look, it shows it immediately. Someone is feeling sad. Oh no, why do you feel sad? Don't feel sad. It's hopefully meant to make you fun. But game rating of 5, that's amazing. Make sure you give us a report. I've been your host, Talha, and I'm going to hand it over to Bill, who's going to say farewell.
Thank you, everyone, for attending. We hope you enjoyed this. Hope you had good fun. We want to see you again next week. Make sure you tell all your friends to join with us next week, inshallah.
And me, Fat Tony, goodbye. I will see you again next week. Hope you really enjoyed this quiz.
And from me, Talha, your host, your quiz master every week. Join us next Tuesday at this, inshallah. Salam.